Hey folks, how you doing? This is 1010 Login, doing something very different than what I usually do. I've almost exclusively played Fallout 76 lately. My original intent was to do Fallout 76 during the day, and then do some things that maybe were a little less common at night. Um, Things took a different turn, but here I am back again. Played lots of 76 lately. Just doing kind of a relaxed late night stream, and I thought it'd be fun to do something different. I've got a good sized backlog of games to go through, so I thought we'd give this one a try. Looks like it is not showing up yet, unfortunately. It should show up in a moment. If I click on one of these, there we go. Click on back. Okay, so this is a game called Kentucky Route Zero. You're looking at the most I've ever seen of it. Literally just started this thing up. And it drew my attention tonight because when I'm not doing this or working, I'm usually working on a writing project I'm doing in a genre called, not really a genre, but in a technique called magical realism. My phone is really going nuts here, so let's see what's going on there. And this game advertises itself kind of in the same vein. So I thought, well, that could be fun then. Let's see how that particular style, I guess you might call it, looks in game form. And we've got our first sort of, if I'm honest, these things usually bug me. It's the, oh, look, you have a choice, but you have no idea what consequence the choice will have. I feel like, I feel like picking, this feels a little more sort of vintage to me. The right kind of vintage, so we're going to pick that. Say start. No idea if this is going to impact the game or not. Act 1. So, magical realism, in a nutshell, is a style in which you take everyday things and make them seem through the use of, well, in writing, it would be like poetic language and that sort of thing, and make them seem a little otherworldly. And then you'll introduce things that are fantastic. And what I mean is that's like a broad term, meaning things you might normally see in fantasy, like things that wouldn't happen in real life, inexplicable things. It could be ghosts, it could be, who knows. But you portray those as being very ordinary. One of the, I'm not going to call him a founder of the technique, but prominent authors in the technique. Um, do I have his book here? Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who wrote, and I hope I'm saying his name properly, who wrote 100 Years of Solitude, among other things, described it as telling these stories that are fantastical, but doing it in a way that's brick-faced, where you just treat it like it's something ordinary happening. This game is self-described magical realism. I've never seen that advertised in a game, so let's give it a shot. See how it goes. And yeah, I got rid of the spinning background. Sorry, it's cluttered. I don't know. I'm sorry, cluttered living room and stuff back there. But I'd like to be, hopefully, be good to be on camera. But the thing that I was using to hide the background, when I originally got it with the camera that I bought, there was no watermark. Now, the jerks, and I say that consciously, intentionally, those jerks have added a watermark. So they've taken something that was one way when I bought it, changed it so now I have to pay more to make it usable, and that's nonsense. So screw it, it's gone. An old hound and a straw hat, both have seen better days. Oh, not really what I meant to do. Moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lisette's Antiques. Furniture, glassware, curiosities. Okay. I guess you should be careful. Whoops. Attendant. Okay. Whoop. No, over here, dude. Boy, the controls are a little funny. Let's take a look at first. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. Let's talk to Joseph. Did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something. They spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? So we are Conway, apparently. His name is Homer. Her name is Blue. And I do her name is Blue because that's like straight out of my past. There's some dog. Actually, don't know his name. Sure, we got a couple old cats that lurk around. Well, I bet he's a nice dog anyway. Well behaved, or he'd be after my dinner. Hey, here's some jerky for him. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? Can feel the sun on my neck. But it's just a few feet off the horizon. I'm driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive, or I've got delivery to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Sure, why not? Yeah, it's the truth. You have to stop and breathe in that road. But while you're out driving, you let your eyes wander to the tree line and just, well, I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph. Let's get to know Joseph. Oh, I just like to listen to the TV. I used to do a lot of poetry on the computer, but I don't have the ear for it lately. Make sure everything's still showing up okay. I'm blocking some of the text over there, I just noticed, so hopefully that's not too annoying. Listen, you and your dog would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of... Well, to get there, you've got to take the 0. The 0 is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. Be happy to have those winding lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. Basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Cool. I don't know what this is. Let's click on it. It's my lamp. Boop. Okay, so there's that. How do you get into the place? Well, it's like just like that. And then we go down to the basement. That's cool looking. Exit sign. Let's look at the sign. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. No open flames near the gasoline, no consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax, count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Well, okay. We already looked at the sign. Let's, can't go that way. Let's head back up, I guess. People. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. In the dark. Hi, Emily, Ben, and Bob. We all seen a circuit breaker box down here. Oh, sorry, didn't know there was anyone down here. We're gonna treat it. It's normal for people to sit in the dark playing role-playing games. Did you hear something? No, sorry, I was looking at the rules again. To Bob, it gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? This means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. Maybe not role-playing games. So it's your turn now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Try again. Yeah, so they lost something. I get it. Yes, yes. I figured it rolled downhill. Too dark down there. What if you go down and get it, and I'll just study the rules here. Alright, back we go. So I don't seem to be able to... Oh, now I can go over there. Or not. So am I missing something in the look on the ground bit? Look at the sign again. Yeah. You know, okay. Oh, yeah, clever. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket and turns on the light. Of course they're gone. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. Put it on the table. The ghost can have it. There we go. Maybe. Cool music. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. Well, I better get those directions and head to the 0, or there are some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. So, rule of magical realism. You treat the unusual like it's normal, so we're gonna just pretend like, yeah, no big. So, computers in the office. You're looking for Marquez. Marquez. There, I knew I was saying it wrong. Marquez. She knows her way around these roads. She'll get you out to the 0. The password is, damn, I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? I do know. I've actually remembered passwords like that where I can't remember the actual letters or digits or anything, and I just sit down and let my fingers go, and there it is. It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem. I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. That's so many different poems. You'll figure it out. Will I? So much depends. Waking the computer from its reverie. User. I don't know these poems. Wheels slide loose, the stars. I like that one though. I'm gonna try that. Don't think too much about it, just do it. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Messages, or address book, or games, or exit. Games is not real. Nice. Excuse me. Alright. Messages. We're not going to look through his messages. We'll just go through the address book. Maton 100 Maton. So this is great. This the book I was talking about, 100 Years of Solitude, is about the town of Matondo. The fictional town of Matondo. Head northeast on 65, turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree that's always on fire. That's awesome. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain. There, can't miss it. Nice. Got it? Out there on Matondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. Borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago. Weaver Marquez, huh? And now that the power is all weird over here, I can't pick anything up. It's static and public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV. Alright, we're off to a really good start. Nice reference to one of the defining works of... Again, it's not a genre. You talk to anyone who really knows it inside... Oh, let's talk to dog. Knows it inside and out, and you can have elements of magical realism in other works. It's its own thing. Anyway, it's turning into a genre because people are actually starting to look for it more and more now. And so it ends up having its own slot, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if it got its own slot on bookstore shelves. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Conway scratches behind the dog's right ear. How's it going, old man? I like that. What do you think of this place? How about a treat? What do you think of this place? It's odd. I never noticed it driving by. Seems like they're really on the rocks. Sure, why not? How about a treat? Nah, let's save it for later. Take it easy, old man. Okay. Sorry, dog. Alright, I think we're ready. Conway gets back in the truck. Conway sticks around for a bit. Well, why even prompt me unless... Come on, all the way over here. Anything to look at here? Anything at all? Any other, like, looky marks? Tired old dog. You just sit and listen to the sound of the crickets in the wind and the engine running. Burning up all the gas. See if I can walk behind the... Yeah, oh no, I can't. Okay. We already looked in the basement. We're not going down again. I think we're ready. Kind of a weird prompt, that last one. Okay, I have no idea where we're going here, so... Oh. Scene of an accident, pal. Careful where you step. What a mess, huh? The ice station attendant was right. Nope, nope, this one. I think anyone was hurt. Such a tough one to walk away from. Yikers. So yeah, those are definitely coffins, right? Not much else to do, I don't think. Sure he gets distracted. Of course he does. What does he get distracted by? Can't really walk around anywhere except in the light. So what's that telling us? Yeah. And I can't reach. There's no light icon or anything. I can't reach that. Alright, yeah, back to the truck. I can't see anything else to interact with. Can try to walk behind the truck and it says no. Ready to leave. Frankly, I was ready to leave before, but it made it seem like I might have forgotten something. Okay. Well, we have a book here. What does this do? Field notes. Head northeast. So we're going the wrong way. Northeast on 65. Turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Going up this way. Glad I went the other way just so that we had the little interaction with the wreck, though. That I figured that'll come into play later, right? Look at that. Burning tree. Ugly tree. It's always on fire. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. So, for what it's worth, oaks are significant in fairy lore. And when I say fairy lore, I don't mean the little sparkly things that Disney and Victorians and other people invented. I mean the old stories that tie into paganism and witchcraft and that kind of thing. So a burning black oak. That's a thing. That's significant. We want to turn left. Oh, we did it. There's the Marquez farmhouse. Brilliant. Boop. This is good. Boy, I haven't played a game like this in I don't know how long. Act 1, Scene 2. I don't know. Here's the thing. I normally do videos that are like, 2, 3, 4 hours long. And of course, very few people watch them because they're incredibly long. So I'm going to try to keep this one a little more reasonable. We'll just do a little bit tonight. We'll break it up into a lot of sections. I'll just number them. So we got a lamp, truck, and dog. Let's talk to the dog. Conway, pretty dark out here, huh? Or so I guess we just headed the path here. The farmhouse is up the hill a bit. Sure, that. Keep an eye on the truck, alright? Lamp. Just stare into the lamp. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Yes, it does. No, dog, you stay. Dog. Stay at the truck, man. He's just wandering back and forth. Oh, awesome. Nice. Nice reveal. Can I just click up here? Oh, yeah. Let's always look at the graveyard. Family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. So I'm going to take a minute and jot down those names. Now, of course, Marquez, Padilla's familiar. I guess we'll go over here. Pardon me for a moment. Open up Notepad and we'll say headstones are Noakowski. I'm wondering, I'm just going to venture a kind of a random guess. So a lot of people talked about, from a lot of people's point of view, magical realism started with 100 Years of Solitude. Other people will go further back to Kafka, I think it is. Kafka and the Metamorphosis. I don't know the name of the character in the Metamorphosis. We'll look real quick. See if I'm onto something or just trying to connect random dots. I'll look up the other one later. Well, it's obviously family name. Doodle's getting all intrusive here. Don't know. I'm not finding anything right away. So Kafka's Metamorphosis is where he wakes up as a giant cockroach, yes? And that's a different name. Yeah, that's Greater Samsa. Okay. It is the right country. Wrong name. Anyway, so yeah, so the Metamorphosis is considered another significant work in magical realism by some people. So I was wondering, I'm guessing these all have something to do with people who have contributed to magical realism somehow. Hey, folks on Mixer, how you doing? Say hi in the chat if you want. Let's see. So, move on from there. See if there's anything else to look. Can't really look at the car or anything. We'll just keep wandering around, explore the area a little bit. Nothing much going on, so we're up to the house. And now, folks on Twitch, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Light switch? Someone else's house? Sure, why not? Hello. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? Tempted to say the owls are not what they seem. Bonus points if you know the reference. Let's see. Sure, it's a nice house. No, I've never been here before. I didn't see any owl. We'll keep it ordinary. Sure, it's a nice house. I know. I like the large beams that run across the ceilings. I like to sit in the house and think of the hills and bluffs surrounding us. Like a cradle. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. It was very expensive, and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? I'm looking for the zero. A little too on the nose. I drive deliveries for a small antique shop. I believe it's hard times for a small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere, even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just stayed. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. Actually, I have a TV here that I think belongs to you. Will you please set it up, then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The zero, I know. Oh, yeah, okay, click. Unlike I have to go out to the truck, I have to... Nope, he carried it in. We're all good to go. So I'm already hoping that I got the soundtrack for this when I bought it. I really, really like the music in this so far. It's not how it's supposed to look. You made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? Oh, I like that. Ma thought she heard ghosts in the static. I know about that. She was ill, wasn't she? Mentally, I mean. Kind of distant, fearful. No, things just had to be a certain way. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised. Are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. I will look closely at the television. Or I'll stare out the window at the horses. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. What do you keep out in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now, I think it's mostly spiders. That TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. No kidding. So, I really just need... No, we don't want to rush it. Your cousin. That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. She has a workshop up north a ways, by the lake. Right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the Zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV, but I'll get you headed the right way. It's pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the Zero is basically inevitable. So I'm going to be looking for literary references throughout this. The only thing I've read recently... I'm not the best read person in literature. I'm like spending a lot of time lately playing catch up for what I wish would have been a life spent doing a lot more reading. Anyway, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, but the guy who wrote Fight Club, Chuck Palahniuk, there's a story in one of his nonfiction book he wrote recently on writing, where he was talking about how when he did writing, speaking engagements, there's a certain period where he would have boxes of artificial limbs delivered to the talk so that he could sign them for people, because he found that people would ask him to sign arms and legs and whatever to autograph themselves, and then all of a sudden they'd turn into tattoos, and that bothered him somehow. So that, and he's also, I mean, seems like a bit of a showman anyway. So artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the Zero is basically inevitable. I'm sure it ties into one of his books somehow, but again, I'm catching up. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. I'm enjoying this. I like weird stuff, I guess, anyway. This is well put together. Really enjoying it so far. The imagery, the writing, the music. Nicely done. And she's gone. Of course she's gone. You know, it's tempting that this is not an adventure game. In an adventure game, you would go poke around the whole room. Given the self-described nature of the game, what we do here is we just go outside. It's like, okay, that happened. Moving on. Really enjoyable. And yeah, I liked what it's doing with the genre. There's some horses out there behind the house. Remember the horses you and Lisette and Ira had? I guess they don't sleep in the barn. Too spooky for a horse. Probably not the best thing to say, but this is awesome here. He lingers. We're gonna linger and just listen to the music a little bit. I could stay there a long time and just sit there and listen to that, but he does have places to go. Let's go ahead and go there. That's really awesome. Okay, so there's the Marquez farmhouse. We're going to head back out to the 65, go up the road. We're looking for an artificial limb factory. Might be it there. It's a factory. Whoop, nope. Take a look. The creek runs alongside the highway, then turns toward a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by trees, reads Artificial Limb Factory. And look at the notes here. North a ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet, is a big bait and tackle shop. She fixes TVs in the back. Get back on the 65 heading north and take the first right after the Artificial Limb Factory. Okay, how do we go back? There we go. So that's a river, I'm guessing. So this is going to be the right that we take. And there's a fork in the road. Cub Run Highway, huh? I am forgetful. What did it say? Peonia and Wax Road meet. So what is this? Dixie Highway. On-ramp? Maybe. Cub Run again. Oh, we're driving a long ways. I don't know if there's any penalty for driving around like this. Raider Hill. Yeah, I don't know. The workshop thing, I'm seeing the roads that she mentioned, so we're going to head over here. Drive onto the on-ramp. Act 1, Scene 3. And we are... what? How far are we? 40 minutes. This will probably be the last one for tonight. Always talk to the dog, see how he's doing. Brush some dirt off the dog's hat. Hat? How's it doing, old man? Not sure that lady was right about the on-ramp. You got something on your hat. Did you pick that up on the road? You like it out here, don't you? Picking strange dirt on the road. This doesn't look safe. Act 1, Scene 4. Okay, I lied. Feel like I skipped something. Elkhorn Mine. However, on that note, I actually do think I'll keep to what I said before we get too deep in anything else. Ephemera. Oh, it's the field notes. Okay. No, 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 no. Options. Multiplayer. Play until you encounter something. An image, a sound, a choice of words. Pass control of the game to that person. You don't have to explain yourself, and so on. That's I like it. Twit. Back to the circle. Oh, the circle. Okay. And that'll be it for right now. So thanks very much. And we actually had a couple people stop by. That was kind of interesting. No comments, but I feel like this is a little off path for typical streams anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, hope to see you again. This is episode 1. We'll do episode 2. And next time I'm up late and want to do a little streaming. So take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Man, I hate it when I mess that up at the end.